Hello and welcome back to some Rimworld. Unfortunately, I'm not actually understanding why my system is struggling. Apparently I'm having all kinds of problems lately. First of all, let me just make sure that I can at least stream this to Discord at the same time, since that's apparently just fine. So, I'm not actually sure what's going on, but my system is actually missing 4 to 8 threads, and I don't know why. It's not working to optimal efficiency. My system's at 100% CPU usage, which is just abnormal, part of that missing threads, I guess. And I'm gonna have to take a guess that it's because of that YouTube is not getting enough information, even though at the same time it is exactly getting enough information. Regardless of what I'm doing, for 30 minutes I just had OBS on, and that was it. And I was changing the bitrate between 2500 kilobytes per second and 5 megabytes per second, and it's just whatever. It would come up saying it's healthy, you're giving us too much data, we suggest 2500 kilobytes, and we're not getting enough data at the same time. So I have no idea what's going on, but apparently YouTube is at least behind by 30 seconds, despite the latency that I've set for YouTube, which is, all in all, is just really weird right now. So that being said, apologies for the apparently horrible quality. I can't seem to do anything about it unless maybe I were to dissect my computer, which would be very, very not stream watch ready or anything. Alright, so the plan that I have here is, because poor Carl is he's been out of food. He is starting to become malnourished at only 7.5%, so it's not too far malnourished. I see that YouTube is actually really buffering again, but according to OBS, it's just fine. It's actually having no problems, and command prompt is also confirming there's absolutely no problems whatsoever either. I don't get what's going on right now. So I do have YouTube Studios open to one page over here on my secondary monitor, as well as OBS. And again, OBS is saying that it's completely healthy, even going over the 2500 kilobytes per second that I marked it at. YouTube is complaining that it's not getting enough information, and command prompt is showing no missed pings whatsoever. Alright, so unfortunately, while I'm having all these problems, my idea is to get Carl off of the map, because there is nothing here that he can eat whatsoever. He's consumed any food that there is. Any food that has been left over has rotted and is no longer there anyways. No plants are growing, and his only real hope is these here rice plants, if they can grow enough with the wind turbines, but he's not going to last long enough to even harvest a few plants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the map, and in fact, it looks like I'm much closer to the southern hemisphere, or sorry, the southern pole than I am to the northern pole. And by the looks of this, that's just arid. These are tropical rainforests. Okay, so I can go all the way south into an arid biome. That is this, at least still just cooler. Okay, so half of the year is actually a growing period, that's good. And that appears to be... oh wow. I can't tell if that's because it's actually too cold for the plants. I don't think so. Not at 7 Celsius. But at 59 Celsius, that's still really, really hot. So for it to go, that seems to be as far south as I can get, which would be right here. Oh look, we actually have something that gets to -1 Celsius. For reference, that's about half a degree below 32. Sorry, that would be about 31 Fahrenheit? But it's still getting up to 55 Celsius, so that's still something 120 Fahrenheit. Something absolutely ridiculous. And I'm curious, if I were to go over here to actually the middle of the planet, that would be about 57 to 64 Celsius, so that is not a large variable in range anymore. As opposed to our home terrain here, where there is actually, wow, a much bigger range, but wow, does it get extremely freaking hot. Is it starting to cool off just even there? So I'm actually just a little bit curious now, because apparently I can't escape the really, really high temperatures. But I can at least get to maybe a variable range where it can be cooler. And so, option A, from what I'm planning here, is we just completely abandon this entirely. We find somewhere else to go. Which is still, we'll be restarting. Carl can handle it because he came equipped with the ability for heat and everything. Hey Firebird. I just noticed that you're in the voice chat. The alternative is I can just send Carl out to find some foods until he's got enough where the foods are actually able to grow. So let's see, what? It's not from the caravan yet. Let's take a look. We need somewhere that is actually right beside, because Carl needs to be able to actually forage for food. Let's see, 35 to 73, 35 to 74, 35 to 74, 35 to 4, 73. Okay, so the only difference in temperature is this one cell, because it's got a lower maximum by 1 Celsius. However, the other important thing, since it's only that one variance, is it seems that everything is completely forageable with their berries, and I'm hoping that's exactly what we can do. Let's see, let's get Carl. I guess he has no food, so we might as well give him some smoke leaf, let him be less grumpy about it. He probably won't need all those medical supplies. Yeah, he doesn't really have anything anymore. He just has a couple of smokes, some medicine, some construction components, which will wear away while he's outside, and I don't want that. So let's send him over there. Yes, I know my caravan has exactly no food whatsoever, but he's not going far. So here he is. I woke him up from his nap. He's just going to apparently have a minor break risk because he's now soaking wet, he has an awful bedroom, he slept in heat, he's sweaty. That's not such a good sign. It's 67 Celsius, wow. Unsightly environment, he ate some raw food, his friend Speedy died, he engaged in raw cannibalism, and he's malnourished. And, wait, what did he do? Warming caravan, what did he grab? Okay, I don't know why he went over there to go all... oh, maybe he was picking up like jade or something? I don't know. Alright, so he's now on the world map. And he's using 0 Caravan has run out. I know it's run out of food. Caravan is idle. Can I settle? Yeah, they can't be adjacent to each other. Okay, fine. That's so it'll be 1, 2, 4. Let's try over there. He's gonna be really, really hungry at the end of this. Really, really, really incredibly hungry. But hopefully I can actually get him to actually find some food before he dies. Let's see. Okay, so his malnourishment is actually going down. I'm surprised by that. And there it goes, going back up. High food, malnourished, trivial. So he's resting. Why is he resting? Okay, so he keeps running out of food, and then he's foraging, and then he's on the way again, and then he's starving again, then he's finding food, and he's stopping and going to forage again. Alright. So it looks like that he is there, so let's make another settlement. I have 2 settlements max enabled. And it's usually only 1 settlement enabled for the game, but you can easily just change that in the options menu. But if you do like heading for the starship, one of the end-game variants, you would have to actually travel, and I don't see really any way to do it safely without just stopping repeatedly, unless you have 50 pack animals and you go to another location just covered with food for literally an in-game year. Alright, so Carl is in the middle of the map. That seems to be a bush. That seems to be another bush. Please don't tell me these are actually the only 2 bushes on the map and that there is no bush at all. There are bushes. Harvest. Carl, that's your greatest job right now, is harvesting the bushes. Alright, so over on our other map, we've got some actual power, and the plants seem to be growing. And they might not for too long, actually, I forgot. Those are passive coolers. Alright. Those are granite. As long as we're here, let's try cleaning all of that. Break that down. Hopefully we won't need it. Oh, those are steel. Excellent. Let's just break some of that stuff down. So that's all steel. Okay, so I guess we're gonna end up making some steel walls. Yeah, okay. Where is home? Structures. We have no materials. Right. Let's wait for Carl to... no. So he's got some actual food. He is still malnourished, but not too bad. Oh boy. There's not a whole lot of berry bushes at all.
Dogs in the background.
Hey, Firebird.
Hey.
So, things are unfortunately not looking good for Carl. Let's see. Zone, stockpile. Rice plant died from rot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. So those are steel walls.
Testing, testing.
Hello, Firebird. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Testing, can you hear me? Hello?
I can hear you, but it seems like that my computer is struggling.
Okay. Oh,
Can you hear me now?
I kept that, like, I wasn't constantly talking, but I'd said several things and I never heard any acknowledgement.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take a look at my computer because it's absolutely screwed up right now.
Uh,
Oh yeah, because it was a minute ago which I enabled the the Discord overlay, and it just popped up now.
you stop. The heck, there's something going on with the dogs.
Okay, finally gotten rid of the overlay. And I'm sorry, Firebird, if I go unresponsive because apparently it is my computer. I'm going to have to take a look at that. Because I'm pretty sure, from what I was taking a look at just the other day, I seem to be short about 4 to 8 threads or processors or something. And the Discord overlay came back. There we go. Looks like that it is. You're trying to say something, but I can't hear what it is. So it seems that the generator there is out. The indoor temperature in that main room is higher than it is outside. Only got the one passive cooler remaining for another 2 days. And the temperature is increasing. So the rice plants might end up just dying on their own. Carl has food poisoning because of berries. Well, I have a very interesting location here that I tried moving to, being that there is silver, gold, steel, and components all at the same spot. Let's see. Yeah, there's not really much point to actually building stuff. I'm not going to stick around for very long. I'm going to have to harvest the whole map. See if I can get all of the berries that exist. You see that there are some good berry patches towards the edge of the map. Man hunting guinea pigs. I might be able to accept that one quest at least. And so let's get all these berries together. This is going to be my desperate plan to keep Carl alive, is to just harvest the entire map of all its berries. And in roughly 9 in-game Rimworld days here, will be apparently the first day of the growing season. So the idea is to gather all the berries, then start traveling to some of the other destinations, the quests anyways. Do the quests, hopefully. And then return home. And hopefully I'll be able to start regrowing the rice and stuff in time for the next horrible season. Speaking of, how much was the growing season again? It was, not that, I wanted that. 20 out of 60 days. Not fantastic. How about the actual trees? They seem to not be growing in place here, which is at least a good thing. And Carl, through construction, is halfway to the next level. Well, I can see this as being gather all the berries, go do the quest, return home. Yet died from rotting. Return home. Is it build up some more walls, particularly around the actual harvests and the designated farm area, anyways. Chief Renaben Kinship has informed us of a collection of valuable items worth 500 silver. Not far from us. The collection consists of a small slate sculpture, a good one though, and a side trainer for water skip. That would actually be useful for the fact that we actually betrayed the Empire. And that there may be an unknown threat. And that is... Ooh, I don't like that it's actually so close to a faction that already hates me. But I'm pretty sure that the generator is not well enough to recognize, oh hey, this is a dangerous location. I haven't actually tried this, mind you. Yeah, so it looks like that I've also just claimed some granite blocks. Interesting. Oh, and we've got a thunderstorm now too. And then it immediately just strikes the metal wall. Well, close to it too. Alright, so he's doing all the hauling, so we might be able to get away now with forming another caravan to go down there with Carl, who is apparently worth 1100 silver. Not gonna take any of that. Apparently he's automatically going to take all of the berries on the medicine. Apparently he's going to take all the berries on the medicine. And that will be about half of his carry weight. That might be a little on the slow side. 2 days, he's got 5 days worth of food. It's also unsafe. Yeah, I don't care that there's no diplomat. Not really going on any diplomatic missions. Wait a minute. Are you a... Whoa, 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 whoa. Why did you leave the medicine? I know why you left the medicine. Okay. World. Form caravan. Head over there. Take you. Don't take any of the items. Take all of the medicine though. It is probably a good time to change planet, yes. That's part of the idea right now is we're just running away and otherwise hoping that we do something good. Alright, so this outpost, since we're not using it anymore, can be abandoned. It has been raining for a really long time, yes. Alright, so Carl's caravan has one colonist. He is attacking an outpost, and it's estimated about a day and a half to get there. And... wait a minute. Apparently he dumped all the food before I put him into that caravan. Alright, how about you settle over here? And the reason I'm actually doing the settlements and then abandoning them is because I don't have the camping mod on. This is, as you can see here, it's just completely normal, the base game. Ran out of food, but he has 2 berries? Oops. Let's go to harvest, and let's do this again. I'll let Carl start doing whatever while I start designating all of the plants. Alright, so I'm gonna let Carl do his thing again. I believe I've gathered every plant around, or at least the majority of every plant, and that's fine enough with me. So, I'll let him just do that, and then there's a stockpiling zone here for everyone else. Or for him to drop everything, sorry. Rice plant died from rotting. Oh no, that's the end of our rice plants. At least those ones. These ones look like they're almost ready for harvest though. 49%, 77. It is actually ready for harvest. That's pretty impressive. But the temperatures have stopped, so there's not really any chance of that. Wildlife is appearing too. 3 cobras. 3 cobras, that's not good. Berserk? Sure. Attack who you like, Carl. I'm sure there is somebody around who wants to pick a fight with you. At least he's not upset about the raw cannibalism anymore. So the last straw was because he was recreationally starved. I mean, that's pretty fair. Well, now he's starving. Oh, we also lost all our medicine in the abandonment. I was a little worried that he would just drop everything that he had previously and just leave, and turns out he did. I don't know how long Berserk is going to go. I don't think I've ever left it going this long. I've never had a single colonist all alone in the wild, away from home, going Berserk, and having nobody with them. Oh! Heh! Did you take any damage from that? You did. Ooh, that's really not good. He can tend to himself, but he at least has medicine. Oh, look at that. What? What? Cobra Revenge. I can see that. Keep going, Carl. You just won the battle against 3 Cobras. How did you actually do that? It's a previous log. Wait, what? Another man in black. Excellent. Let's see. Carl beat the Cobra in the body. The Cobra bit Carl in the right leg. The Cobra avoided Carl's bolt-action rifle strike. The Cobra bit at Carl in the right leg, bouncing off his armor. The Cobra chomped Carl with its venom fangs, chomping his left leg. Carl broke the Cobra's body. Bruise in the body caused the Cobra to perish. The Cobra bit Carl in the leg. Carl hit the Cobra in the body. The Cobra was disoriented by Carl's attack. Carl hit the Cobra, bashing her body. A bruise caused Cobra to die. Carl tripped while trying to hit the Cobra. Carl hit the Cobra in the nose. The Cobra was stunned by Carl's attack. Carl struck the Cobra in the body, making her shout with agony. The Cobra gnarled Carl in the left arm painfully. Carl missed the Cobra with a beat from his bolt-action rifle's stock. The Cobra bit Carl in the torso. Carl, handling his bolt-action rifle timidly, hit the Cobra with a strike from the bolt-action rifle's stock, smashing her body. So that would be something very, very slight, Tynan. I know that you've been working on your procedural text stuff there, but that's something. A bruise caused the Cobra to die, and blood loss made Carl... Oh, crap. So let's see. So that's serious toxic buildup. He's gonna be dead. We lost Carl. I don't think he's gonna recover from that. Man in Black. He's at the other colony, who is cutting tall grass. Sensing trouble, a mysterious man in black has arrived. Will he be able to set things right in these parts? Well, I surely hope so, Carl 2.0. Let's see, you need to tend to yourself, absolutely. Do the basics. Apparently you have some good animal handling. Do you have construction? No, you don't have construction. Yes, I'm afraid it was indeed Carl. He decided to pick a fight with a cobra and sort of lost. Growing and plant cutting, hauling, there we go. Cooking and hunting. Is there any wild animals in this region? No, there's not. Alright, I'm not giving up on Carl. He's pretty screwed. If he can get himself back up, he can actually protect himself, or heal himself, I should say. Let me just do build to butcher creatures wherever. And in fact, can I do drop on the floor? Good. If Carl can recover from the toxic buildup quickly enough, I can see him racing over to get some medicine. In fact, it might be faster to just not give him medicine yet, just so he can staunch the bleeding and then he can get his medicine and keep going. So hopefully that's what he will do. Otherwise, let's see. Protein is coming over here to cut the grass. Those need to be chopped down because those are in the way. And let's do some chop wood. Apparently there's not too much in this area yet. Alright, let's forbid that for now. Medical emergency. Carl. He has not actually gotten out. I don't think he's getting out. Carl collapsed due to extreme exhaustion. That's not good. Quest available. That's fine, I don't care about that. I would like you to be able to tend to yourself, but that's not likely going to happen. Quest available. Blue Kanlagatas, chief of the Brinabin Kinship, is requesting a favor. His friend Green Toll is interested in learning about other cultures. He wants you to host him at Backgammon Bread for 22 days. Backgammon Brad. What? No, you don't want to be hosted over there. His prognosis is that the toxic buildup was too much, and then while he was down because of that, the bleeding has also gotten to be too much. So, his blood loss is already an extreme, so he's not going to be able to get back up. That's just flat out max consciousness 10%, so he's down. That's the entire reason he's down in the first place. Toxic buildup and the sort of the malnutrition, that wasn't so bad at first, but together those actually downed Carl. And before he got back up, the blood loss from the right leg and the left leg, they just took out too much blood. He's just there bleeding to death. So unfortunately, Carl is not going to be waking up from that. He's going to be dead in 4 hours, and that's not going to stop on its own within 4 hours. So, I'm afraid that the quest, which one? Yeah, this one. This is not a good idea. We could accept it for stuff, but it's not going to work. We shouldn't even bother. We're just gonna dismiss that. There's no chance. Routine, you are... What are you doing? Relaxing socially. Alright, so Carl can just... Wait, can I get him up? No, he can't walk. Okay, apparently he decided to go rest in the other room. Death, Carl! Blood loss! Alright, let's abandon that place. Oh yes, schedule. You should be doing anything at any time. Let's see, if forbid that, you have a lot of chopping to do. You've been doing the chopping. Alright, so he's just doing a bunch of planting. He has 5 points in planting. Seriously, nobody in this game, aside from that of who we started with, has any skills in construction whatsoever. It's just construction. What? Everything's built already. We've got plenty of people here. Now let's prioritize repealing those after. Yep. There we go. Wait, you're supposed to prioritize that one. Construction 3. This guy has a long way to go before he gets construction enough to build another cooled greenhouse, aside from using the passive floors. I'm assuming that with his actual equipment as it is now, he does have enough environmental protection to protect him from the heat. Let's see, these apparently can be built. But we are out of steel. But we have the components. Alright, so Protein is visiting the grave of... Well, how about that? He's visiting the grave of Cabbage. I did not realize he was a fan of Cabbage. Wait, what's his... A good revolver, and that's also a good revolver. Alright. And so his priority queue is right now basically on the plant cutting, and he's not been getting to the hauling, so there's been a lot of trees I told him to cut down. We did at least also harvest some plants, and I'm actually not seeing any... There's a berry bush. Harvest all you can. In fact, while we're here, we might as well have the actual harvest of the other places. Oh, the indoors is cool, so the rice plants can actually grow. And since we moved the granite chunks out of the way, the whole greenhouse should actually be growing. I'm actually excited about this because there's actual hope for this colony now, and this literal one person. Alright, so I'm just going to let him do his growing and harvesting there. Okay, so he's moved on to the hauling tasks in his queue. Let's forbid the hauling of that and that. The hauling all in there has been disabled, that's good. And we don't even actually need the wood fire generator here either, because Protein has the ability to withstand extreme amounts of temperature, and it's not that high anymore either. So you can let him sleep now for now. And I don't think there's any construction tasks that I have set in place. So that's what is he doing now? He's relaxing socially. I'd imagine he has some hauling he could be doing. Yeah, he could definitely be doing some hauling, so let's let him do a bit of hauling first. So he's not only cleaning up the other room here, but he's also actually taking the human leather and sorting that into the other room as well. Alright, so the plants have grown. He's actually pretty scattered here, so let's just get the harvest on all of it. Get it all done at once. And how's that doing? 87%. We'll let that go for a bit. We have a fair bit of cloth that's actually also pretty good. So I'm gonna probably just in between this stream and next, because we have both. We have somebody who can actually save us here. I'm going to get a bedroll cube for that of traveling elsewhere. In fact, I could probably do just that right now anyways. Furniture. Put it down there. Oh, we've got a raid from Grace's Wolves with a club. You cannot rest yet. That is actually a really fast-moving pawn. It just got hit, so melee attack. So let's see, she has, or had, wow, 4.6 cells movement. How did she have that fast? I'm not seeing anything here. Chemical interest, kind, too smart. That's not relating to her actual speed. She has 4 points in melee. This is a sandstone club, so there's not really a value to that. Taking a few bruises, so is Protein. Oh, wow. Okay. So that was a pretty 50-50 fight, but Element actually just fell first. Let's see, what kind of gear do you have? Cloth button-down shirt, muffler wool pants. We could get 50 more human leather if we wanted to butcher element here. Maximum comfortable temperature in 28.5 Celsius. And what do I have here? That's 40, outside is 40. If I turn these into the prisons, let me prioritize refueling the generator. Actually, capture, and then prioritize refueling. There we go, we have a prisoner, and hopefully soon we'll be able to get the temperature down as well, before poor prisoner dies of heat stroke. We should probably also tend to surgeon. Or element, sorry. The good news about this is that we actually did have another place to spare. Oh, the temperature has actually dropped. It's actually room temperature in there. I was not expecting that, but that's fantastic. Alright, so do you have any mining priorities? You do not. Are you able to? You cannot warden. Ooh. You might have made a mistake here. I need to release the prisoner. Gonna be a little more time to just heal up the last of the injuries. Just one more crack on the rib cage there. There we go. Now, can you actually? Again. Oh, you're tending to yourself. That would actually make sense. Release element after you're done with that. Wait, why is silver in here? Yeah, get the silver out of there. We don't need the silver in the storage room. Alright, so Protein has healed himself up. Oh, wow, his rival Carl died and he's got a mood buff from that. But a -3 because a colonist died. Chemical hunger. Ooh. Chemical fascination, sickly. Wow. Okay. So for that, production, crafting. Oh, we already have a crafting spot, so we'll just use that. Smoke leaf joint, we've already got that, okay. Crafting on a 1. That's not actually going to help our construction. But that should at least give us some drugs for Carl. So one of the goals that I have here is I do have all the blueprints, the plans here, just dragged out over here. And I have this to mark where the actual wind turbines get their power from. The later goals is that for said turbines, I need to actually start building some floors. It doesn't actually matter what floors, so you can actually do something really cheap, like, where is it? Like concrete. Kinda does use some steel that we do need, but we can use concrete to just put it over the whole thing, and then we don't have to worry about trees cropping up like this one here. And proteins in a daze. Are you in a daze? I didn't actually see what the last straw was. Intense pain. Well, I'm not surprised about that. Ate raw food. Darkness, slept in heat, awful bedroom, colonist died. Alright, so I'll let him go with his days here. And then that will be it for pretty much this stream. He's just got a bunch more... let's disable that again. He's got a bunch more hauling, he's got some more harvesting to do, and then hopefully we can actually get some construction going. We've gone through I don't know how many colonists, and nobody actually came with more than 3-4 points in construction. So nobody knows how to cross 2 wires and actually build an air conditioning unit, which is just so horrible. Especially for actually having just one person, so having all these passive coolers, that's way too much for one person. Even it is a good thing that they are disabled, so that he's not going to just start putting wood in them, at least. But this is just... we basically need a lot more people. The whole place needs a lot more people, but we can at least do well enough for now. Starvation, that's less good. Wake up! Oh, right, you're in a daze. He's sleeping in a daze. I'm not used to them being in a daze and then staying in a daze while sleeping. Still in a daze, at least he's eating. That's good. There's previous updates in which if they get into a daze, they just don't do anything. They just do that until they pass out from hunger and exhaustion. Alright, so again, I'll let him do that. Hopefully he'll also get the cloth here indoors. That is a fair bit of cloth. And we can build a bedroll, more than a bedroll. Hopefully he'll also get to the harvesting for the smoke leaf plants, because if he wants drugs, well, I told him to harvest the drugs to make drugs. But for now, it looks like that so long as I can keep him at least on this farm here, he might be able to keep himself sustained. Especially through the following really stupid hot months, or the entire season I should say, because they'll be able to keep on growing year round so long as they have the light, which there it is, and if it's a decent temperature, which from the passive coolers hopefully they would be. So we might actually have hope today. And I was actually surprised, or wondering I should say, if you get a second Man in Black when our actual Man in Black would in turn be passed out and incapacitated and whatever, and it turns out we do! That's fantastic! Might have had something to do with the trigger being that our previous Man in Black, Carl, was not actually around in this map, because Man in Black came to this map specifically, which was quite interesting. I just want to keep that passive cooler going so that it's going to maintain a safe temperature for the plants. He seems to be a little erratic in where he's choosing to go for his harvesting. And now he's going back to sleep. Alright, so let's see. Well, we've got a little bit of time. Let's see, the world. We still have that one guy over there. Oh, well, he's gone. We have 18 days to take on that one outpost. And we have an item stash with an unknown threat. But I don't like the idea of going over there with only a revolver. This is not Indiana Jones, I'm afraid. Hey, Doppel. If it's alright, I do have a question about my computer later. I don't know what's going on, but my computer's just having problems with its CPU or something. Alright, thanks, Dop. Oh, he's actually storing the rice. And relaxing socially. I'm gonna forbid those other pots because they're outside and they're not going to grow when it gets too hot. So we can, by all means, harvest them when they're ready. Oh, he's actually making his drugs before he does more hauling. Apparently that's gonna take a while, but he's making 4 at the same time. Yeah, he just brought in some smoke leaf joints. And immediately some food poisoning. Alright, what do I actually have anyways? I have a poor steel knife, an awful steel knife, an awful machine pistol. What's the range of the pistol anyways? 20 cells, 72% accuracy close, 52% short. 3 shots. Half a second warm up. Almost a full second cooldown. And we have a duplicate of this, so I can take the stats from here. Range 12. 88, 83%. I think this was, yeah, that's the 12 cell mark. 50% accuracy medium range, so this would have a lot more range. Has twice the stopping power. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the damage, not the range. That's 26 range. 0.3 seconds cool, or sorry, warm up. 1.6 seconds ranged. So what was this one again? This was 5 damage, but it's 3 shots. And a range of 20. Alright, so that's a very good question on how we should... Oh, we have a capybara coming through. Ooh, we have a lot of animals. We have panthers. Alright, so I'm not sure which weapon I would prefer Protein to have here. Possibly the machine pistol or something if it was a higher quality pistol. But for now, his revolver has just simply much more accuracy and a little bit more damage, but it doesn't fire as fast. The machine pistol fires twice as fast and it gives off 3 shots at a time. Oh, malaria. You can tend to yourself, right? Yes. Alright, so definitely not going to go off on some adventure right now because he's sick from malaria. I just want to have an idea of what I would like to do next, because of, well, everything, I suppose. Priority is getting someone new. We should probably also jump to the outpost. We should try and pick that up if we can. And if we wanted any extra weapon for research, so we were researching solar panels, but gunsmithing is locked behind machining. But we'd at least be able to get our bolt-action rifle again. Aside from having a sniper rifle, the bolt-action rifle, according to my own math statistics and Google Sheets, the bolt-action is the second most accurate weapon at the highest ranges, again, aside from that of a sniper rifle. But if you want really, really high damage at close range, definitely go with, let me see if I can find it. You want a minigun. Well, there's the sniper rifle and an assault rifle, and there's the minigun. Alright, so it's not too much more researching from that of a normal weapon, or a normal gun, but it does require the microelectronics. And that's just the high-tech research bench. Alright, so plan. Wait for Protein to get over his malaria. Go over, because we went to enemies with the Empire for the very reason of this little outpost here. And hope, really, really hope, that we can deal with, oh, we might be able to actually take some traps along with us. Really, really hope that we can actually deal with that with just a revolver. And if there's just one enemy, we might be able to actually get away with this by actually cheesing it with some actual traps here. Let's see, malaria. He's at 35% immunity, 26. That's not good. Okay, so he's not really too low on that rest, but I'm hoping that that rest is going to allow him to heal from the malaria faster than gain that immunity before he loses that, sorry, wrong one. Tend to yourself. Get that immunity before he gets too much malaria. This is actually I can't talk anymore. This is actually a racing game now between the malaria percent, 47 right there, and the actual immunity at 35%. So it turns out that this might be the end, since that is a fair distance more in the malaria than the immunity. And in fact, that malaria is still outpacing the immunity. So it turns out this might be the end, one way or another. 53 to 39, 54 to 39, 55 to 40, 56 to 40, 56 to 41, 57 to 41. So it seems to be going at about 1.5 to 2 to 1. No, that'll be a 3 to 2 rate. The malaria is definitely outpacing the immunity, and I don't think he's going to be able to recover from this. At 80%, he's going to be knocked out just like Carl was. I don't think he's going to survive. Colonist needs treatment. 66%, 67. Yeah, there's a 20% lead on that malaria. %, lead. And that 10 quality was actually pretty poor, so that's not going well. Yeah, that's a 22% lead now. Malaria is still outpacing the immunity. Let's see if we get another man in black. Which, if we do, would probably be in 3%. Oh, well, we got another quest. And a raid. Hang on. A prisoner being held by the pack of Albolex... Wait, what? I thought this was on pause. There we go. Pack of Albolelexos has managed to steal a radio and call out to me. Interesting, being that that's a tribe in the first place. Luth is being held at a camp near Terra Nova under armed guard. Rescue him and he will join your colony. He's an 18-year-old coma child. He says that there's an enemy outpost at the guarded site by one tribesman, and there may be an unknown threat. If I miss the opportunity, I may never hear from Luth again. So that's not too far away. There is that, at least. 79% malaria, so I'm dead. A local capybara has gone mad and will attack anyone it sees. This is hilarious. Gone mad, attacks anyone that it sees. Raid by the pact of... Okay, that's actually a amusing, a hilarious coincidence, being that, hey, a prisoner from the very pack that is raiding me right now. Who has a club, a 51-year-old penitent of the Albolelexos, who has no skills in melee. Well, the capybara has gone mad, manhunting, so it's definitely gonna go after that guy. Where is he? What? I thought there was one. Oh, he ran over a trap. Okay. That did that, I guess. Protein. Smoke leaf binge? Really? Wait a minute, 86%? Why are you not actually bedridden? Well, I mean, fine, whatever. Enjoy your last moments of life anyways. It's unfortunate being that that's exactly what's happening right now. What are you... You're setting fire to my turbine, you jerk. The Eclipse! This is not Randy Random, this is Cassandra Classic. You're setting fire to my farm. Right? Yeah, there it is. Critical alert! Fire! Oh look, he's just walking right on by. He's not even caring that he's being smacked by a club right now. How is he not even being hit? Oh, now he's being hit and responding. Destroyed the right big toe. Because Babesa actually slammed him. Medical emergency. There it is, so I was off by 10%. Decided to kidnap who they can. Okay, oh, there goes my wind turbine. Goodbye, Protein! Protein kidnapped! Protein has been kidnapped by the Pact of Albelalexos. However, he is not lost forever. An opportunity to rescue him may present itself in the coming days or years. Alright, so all of the plants and the cloth are burning up. The insides of the storage and literally everything is about to blow up. The actual farm and the cooling and everything is on fire and blowing up. Everyone is dead or gone, the story is over. Perhaps someone else will find a use for the ruins of this place, so we can keep playing or go to the main menu. So I'm just going to take a look here at what we actually have done. Mad Capybara is dead now, less than a day. Don't know how long ago that was, but that's obviously from blood loss. I had started the construction over here hoping for a colony, but that absolutely did not happen. Oh look, the rain's gonna put out all the fires. I even had a prison barracks here from all the prisoners that we were getting, but no one had any construction. I could not build coolers. And from my last episode where I was... Oh wow, that's a lot of fire. From my last episode where I was not actually paying attention to how the plants will not grow at a certain temperature in really, really hot temperatures. That also screwed me over. So there goes, well, I guess literally everything else. I think the silver is actually going to survive because that can't be damaged, but yeah, that goes literally everything else. Alright. 3x speed, let's see everything burn. Oh wow, the fire can't actually catch on the walls because it's raining. It's trying, but it can't catch. It might burn itself out because the rain is just putting out the fire. Yeah, there it goes. I think that autosave frequency is a little high too. It's supposed to be like once per day. Wow, the torch actually survived. How did the torch survive the fire? Let's see. I was on never. Autosave frequency. Where is that? 1 day. It is on 1 day. I thought it was supposed to go out at like midnight or something. Well, apparently that's a forbidden piece of steel. A couple of forbidden pieces of steel. Alright, so that's it for the colony. If somebody else were to just randomly join, that's a thing that can happen. Otherwise, everything is now destroyed and or gone. Potato plants rotted due to not being harvested. Nothing else is going to happen. Well, if I leave it going long enough, something could happen, but I think this is where I'll call the episode. We lost, we died, and next week, if I... Oh, the eclipse is ending. Next week, if I can get my computer sorted out, I'll hopefully return to another game. A game of some sort of interest. I'm not sure if everybody wants me to do another Spyro video, the Dawn of the Dragons in particular. If not, I could do another Spyro game, or I could do another game or something. But we'll see, and I definitely need to get my computer sorted out first, because if I lost half my CPUs and the threads, something is just happening with my computer and I don't know what it is. So, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you did enjoy, sorry. And we'll hopefully see you guys again next time. And thank you for joining me, Firebird. I saw that you did already leave the voice chat, but if you're still in the YouTube chat, I hope you enjoyed. So, goodbye everyone, and have a good day. If I can, in fact, end the stream. There it is.